Coach, following the UConn loss, you talked about how, or win, excuse me, you talked about how after Steve was struggling early in that game, you were talking to him, trying to make him laugh, trying to kind of lessen the pressure of that moment. I'm sure on Saturday you were trying to do that same kind of stuff. Why don't you think Ricky responded to it quite as well?
Whoever said he didn't respond to it.
He never seemed to really get out of the struggle in terms of his on-the-field play.
Yeah, see, I didn't think, you gotta watch the game with me. Me and Ricky watched the game right after the game Saturday. I was getting so proud. Like 12 o'clock almost. Ricky came back up and we sat there and watched the whole game. So if you look at the game, I think the people around him, the coaches, starting with myself, as I stated earlier, we didn't step our game up for a first-time quarterback. So we had to step our game up for a first-time quarterback. But I wouldn't say that, he had a couple of mistakes, but I don't think he struggled. John?
Fran, SMU's got a good running attack, and then they got a good first down, James back there, quarterback. What is like I know if you tell me your secrets, they no longer secrets, but what's kind of the plan for containing that attack to make sure something different?
Just contain them, tackle them. I mean, what else could I tell you? I don't know what else to say to that, to be honest. Like if I say, oh, we're going to max blitz, or we're going to, like I don't know what to say to that. That would be like, I guess I'm not mature enough to answer that question for you because I don't know what I'm supposed to tell you. We just gotta tackle them and hope that they don't like go crazy, like score a bunch of touchdowns, and I hope that we have more points. But I think that Jennings is a good player, Chris Johnson's a good player, 27 is really good. They got some good running backs. They got a really good quarterback. They also got good wide receivers. When you look at 3, 2, 8, 10, 11, like they got good football players. They got good offensive line. And they got a really good head football coach. So I don't really know what to tell you. I just know that we want them to not have more points than us.
And then in the quarterback's room, it seems like, well, is Luke number 2 right now?
Nah, they just all compete. Everybody's competing.
What have you seen from each of the guys that are in that mix right now?
I think they all done a good job. They haven't been throwing the ball to the defense, so they're doing pretty good. I think Luke probably is number 2 though, to be honest. And then Jakari and Muslim are fighting for the 3rd spot. But I mean, it goes back and forth all the time. Like Rich is just truly competitive. Like Rich is a competitive kid, so you just never know.
For them to be young guys, like how well they've been able to process the offense, and how encouraged have you been by at their quick ascent to the depth chart?
They're doing a good job. Well, it's the Ricky show right now, so I'm excited and happy about them. But we're kind of locked in on the things that Ricky can do, and Luke's doing really good. Jakari and Rich, they're all doing a good job.
Go to Aiden in front and Chris right after that.
So Emmanuel Ross obviously had a great game after going through some adversity through camp at the beginning of the year. How do you think he can kind of add an element to this offense as another weapon?
He'll bring toughness, accountability. So like those things is definitely what he'll bring. And he can catch, make some plays. He can block. So that'll help us a lot too. But everything that a receiver needs to be able to do, he has that in his tool bag. So just gotta come and compete every day in practice. That's my energy today, and we'll see how it goes this weekend.
Yeah, and then on the kick returning and punt returning front, I know you talked about it a little bit post game, but how is that something that you guys can maybe work on, in a short span before the next game? Is that something that you guys can improve on?
Let's just go do that. Let's do that. I'm not really worried about it. No, I educated the guys on it a little bit more. I think that was a lack of coaching on my part, but I educated them more. I had officer down. Communicator and going to bring it out and not going to come out and we understand the distance that we can take in. And then these young guys, Coach, I was afraid that there was going to be a safety, things of that nature that we went through that we just got to keep going through and keep hammering that away and teach them that and understanding. So, I mean, the way it went, everything, it was almost like Murphy's Law on Saturday, right? So,